Hello and welcome to this edition of Kpsn. We will begin today by honoring our September Warriors of the Month. These athletes have shown tremendous dedication to perfecting their craft and have made significant contributions that have led their team to success. Many athletes find that their involvement in competition enhances their life and the benefits they will receive are worth the time and effort they put into it. Let's meet the three players who are getting it done. Kyle Abbott has been a huge factor for our Warrior football team. In the first 2 months of the season, Kyle has started at outside linebacker. He's recorded 15 tackles, 6 TFLs, which is a tackle for loss, 4 sacks, and an interception. In 6.5 games as a starter, he has rushed for 489 yards for 4.3 yards a carry and 7 touchdowns. That's a lot. His effort in replacement of Rudy Gately has helped this team stay red hot.
For us, it's an easy selection because at the beginning of the year, you go into the season having one set of expectations, and then injuries occur. And all of a sudden, somebody like Rudy goes down, you talk about next guy's got to step up and take more on. And Kyle has just been tremendous carrying the ball for us. In addition to his role stepping up and starting at outside linebacker this year, he's created turnovers and sacks, and he's done a bunch of touchdowns, carried the ball for us, which is basically what we do, and sometimes it's very physically demanding, and he's just really stepped up, and very proud of his efforts.
When Rudy went down, Kyle stepped up big. He needed a good running back to push the pile. On defense, he works hard, great edge rusher, playing outside linebacker. He's just great on the team.
Next up, senior soccer captain Ella Pisani. She scored 8 goals in 4 games and has been the leader on and off the field. Elle controls the game through her initiative and skills. She's been a huge asset to our team offensively and is also one of the team's top playmakers. Her example has been something to admire, and she has set an excellent precedent for what a true KP captain should do. Her teammates all look up to her, and she brings an energy and intensity that is like nothing else.
Winning this award felt really good. It was definitely an exciting day for me, waking up and seeing the sign out in my yard. Our whole team is very strong, and I feel very confident going into our next games. We had a few losses last week. This week we already have 1 win, and I think that moving forward, that gave us the confidence that we need to continue winning our games.
Junior field hockey player Kelly Holmes has stepped into a leadership position as one of the team's 4 captains this year. Her presence on the field has made everyone around her better. She's been a key player for our team this September, both offensively and defensively. Her calm composure has helped the team branch the deficits they have faced within games thus far this season. Kelly has proven to be an unstoppable player to beat in this league and has shown what a true Warrior should be.
She really just controls the ball, controls the game, and really keeps our team going.
Yeah, she can really get by anybody and take the ball from anyone. So she's like an asset to our team, knowing that if you get beat, there's always Kelly who can stop them.
She plays the position that's right behind me, so I know whenever I mess up, I got Kelly back there to just fix whatever I do wrong.
Yeah, she plays next to me too, so if I ever need help, she's always there.
If you are a true competitor, a true champion, every minute is a new challenge. Successful athletes take every day as another opportunity, another chance to succeed, another possibility to perfect their craft. Congratulations to these 3 hard-working athletes who are leaving it all on the field. Name of the game, clamps. Our Warrior football team had a huge battle against the Milford Scarlet Hawks last Friday night, resulting in a win for our Warriors and a successful bid to maintain their undefeated 6-0 record. This game was a war fought to the last whistle, with only 1 touchdown scored by the end of the first half. Our Warriors played a gritty defensive game as Robert Casper recorded a sack en route to a 7-point defensive stand.
Just do my job.
King Phillips senior kicker Matthew Kelly, aka the best kicker, in the Hawk, nothing much, also known as Mr. Automatic by the WOM, was able to lay down 2 field goals before halftime. A big push from the O-line paving way for William Astorino to put KP up 12-7. A key interception by starting corner David Constantine created momentum for Tommy McLeish to find Matthew Kelly in the end zone, leading to a final of 19-7. This week the team has a bye, but their focus is on North Attleboro's Red Rocketeers for the revenge game after last year's homecoming loss. Our Warriors continue to stay red hot and undefeated at 6-0 on their way to a playoff run. You know we go into the chip, baby! Warrior Nation, let's ride.
Defense finally popped out, our D-line, they're crazy. They've always been good. They popped out this past game. Our backfield, our defensive backs, we kind of got to step it up a little bit, but we couldn't have done it without our D-line. So props to them. Carney 4s, baby.
Receiving core played really well. I got the ball to them, got them the ball in space. They made plays. Hopefully we'll be able to throw a little bit more. They're really good up front, so hopefully we get to spread it out, throw the ball again.
This week we're kind of more focused on just mental stuff. We have a couple guys dinged up, so we're more focused about, taking it light. Extra preparation is good, of course, but we're trying to get everyone healthy and prepared for this week. North's a tough opponent, so it's their homecoming. We want to beat them, so yeah.
A lot of kids are banged up on the team right now, so the extra week to heal before this North game will be nice. And we gotta go get them because they got us last year.
It's definitely a huge thing. It kind of gives us a little mental break. Not as much stress going on in the week. We can practice a lot more things. But the main factor is just having our guys get healthy. And, we can kind of just rest up, keep our bodies good, and we'll be ready to go for North Attleboro. What are your thoughts on last year's loss against homecoming?
That didn't happen.
One of our football players received a very special honor this week. Senior captain Matthew Kelly was named the New England Football Journal's Player of the Week. Kelly's 2 field goals gave the Warriors a 6-0 lead, hitting one from 42 and another from 25, looking a lot like Justin Tucker. He also sealed the deal with an amazing touchdown catch late in the 4th quarter to put our Warriors
Going back
up
to late in the 4th quarter when you made that great touchdown catch,
Mr.
what was going through your mind on that play?
Kelly.
The play before ran a very similar play. Was wide open. Quarterback missed me, and then told the offensive coordinator to run the same play. He put great trust in me to run the same play. Was wide open and just laid out for it. Made a nice play. Won us again.
The girls volleyball team swept their big rival, the Franklin Panthers, last week in a straight 3-0 win. They traveled to Attleboro on Monday and played a very competitive game with the Bombardiers, but couldn't pull out for the win. The winds went back and forth for the first 4 sets, and the Warriors fell short in the last set after managing to tie it up 12-12, until they unfortunately took a 15-13 loss to Attleboro in the last set. The team did not let their loss keep them down, going to win against Milford on Wednesday with a score of 3-0.
I think we definitely played well. It's just that the little things definitely caught up to us, our missed serves or missed serve receive, not being in the right position, not moving our feet. It was the little things that that added up to a lot of points that we lost, and then the momentum that we had, we just kept on losing it.
The girls are on the road against Medway tonight at 5:30 to try and stay alive for the tight race for number 1 in the Hawk. The KP girls soccer team has fallen behind a little bit after back-to-back losses against Mansfield and Franklin. With only 5 games left in the regular season, the girls do not have much more room for error. Franklin now has a 4-point lead over KP for the top of the Kelly Reps. The 5 remaining games should be light work for our KP Warrior soccer players, having already beaten Taunton, North Attleboro, and Milford in the first half of the season with a cumulative score of 17-1. Their game against Attleboro tonight at home will be a big challenge as the Blue Bombardiers are just 4 points behind KP for 3rd in the Kelly Reps. This will be a tough game, but the team is well equipped for the challenge.
The boys soccer team is on the brink of being eliminated in the playoffs, but they still have hope. After pulling off an upset win earlier this week against Attleboro, our Warriors look to make a strong push towards the playoffs with 3 games to go. They have an away game on Monday against a tough North Attleboro team, and they are hoping to come away with a critical win that could make or break their playoff hopes.
Kind of work more together as a team. At the beginning we were kind of off page, but as the season's gone on, we've kind of gelled better together, and as we've the results have shown, we've been getting better as the season's gone on.
My biggest takeaway is that at the start of the season we're playing well with possession, and then after couple of games of playing together, the position got a lot better and started to put things together and get some wins. So that's what I'm happy about.
I mean, I want to go as far as possible, give it my all. I mean, it's my senior season, so this is it for me. So
Plan on winning every game.
Yeah, like I said, give it my all. I mean, there's 4 games left in the regular season plus playoffs if we make it. So, it's last little bit. So give it my all.
Our biggest takeaway this season is definitely working on accountability. We're looking to lock a spot for playoffs, but mainly just move the ball around, make it easier for us to play out of the back.
We haven't really gotten the results that we wanted yet, but we have been competitive in a lot of good games. I mean, we probably should have beaten the team that actually came. It's 8th place in the state right now. So, practices have been a lot of fun. There's been some ups and downs throughout the season, but it's really been a great year, been a lot of fun.
The cross-country team took on North Attleboro at home this week from their last dual meet of the season. Both the girls and the boys teams walked away with a win to end their regular season. Many of our runners are finding success in shaving time off their scores, setting new PRs every time they race. Everyone will be training hard in the next coming week for the Hawk Championship meet coming up next Sunday on their home course at the Rentham Development Center. Our KP field hockey squad has a busy week, winning 2 games in a row against Milford and Attleboro, and not allowing either team to score a single goal. They are currently in 2nd place in the KELLEY Rex, behind the Franklin Panthers by just 3 games. With the leadership of Coach Wilder, they are becoming one of the league's most elite teams. The girls have back-to-back home games against North Attleboro and Taunton on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. The team is counting on a little home field advantage to give that extra push to finish the season with a couple of commanding wins.
We're a very fast and speedy team. We're really able to get to the ball, and we have good communication and good passing.
We are very good at finishing at the net as well.
I have a lot of faith in our team.
Me too.
The golf team has done it again. Taking down Franklin last week was a huge confidence booster for the boys. The win secured their #1 spot in the KELLEY Rex and their back-to-back Hawk Champ titles. On Monday, they played in the district tournament with their top 6 competing at Heritage Country Club. The guys came only 3 strokes away from qualifying for the state competition. The team is very pleased with how their season went this year and competed in the Hawk Championship tournament yesterday.
I think we got the best team in the league in the Hawk this year. Better average than last year, and we almost went undefeated last year, so I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I feel confident as well. We have a strong 6 going.
How do you 2 feel about being Hawk champs?
Feels pretty good being back-to-back Hawk champs, clinching the win today against Taunton. By the way, go follow our Instagram at KingPhilipGolf.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. A little nervous losing 11 seniors last year, but the freshmen showed up this year. So, yeah. How does it feel being the lowest scorer and a key factor to KP winning the Hawk Championship?
Feels good. Started off slow, came back, shot 2 under on the back, felt good. Cam and Ethan came in clutch with finishing out their rounds, providing us with a Hawk Championship.
Our cheer team had a highly successful cheer showcase last weekend, and at their first competition in Milford, both teams came in 4th out of 7 teams. This is an amazing accomplishment for their first time out. They are working hard this week to make adjustments in their routine based on their score sheets, and they are ready for comp #2 in Franklin tomorrow. Our JV team will take the floor at 12:35 and varsity 1:40. Students can get into the event for $5 and it's $10 for adults.
The showcase went really good. There was a lot of people that ended up coming. I don't think we were as prepared as we needed to be though, but it was a good run up.
Yeah, and I know that the youth girls, they really love watching us, so it was really fun to see how happy they were, and it was fun to watch all of their routines, and I think it was just overall really good.
I think it went really well. I think that preparing for it, we were all very nervous because it was the first time that we were performing in front of anyone, but all the support was really appreciated, and everyone said that it looked great, and I agree.
Our routine is based off of stunts, tumbling, motions, jumps, technique, and all that. And every single section has a certain amount, out of 10 or out of 5, or so. We got a 75, I think. Yeah. So our routine is based to get an 82, and for states we need an 82. So we're definitely trying to work really hard this week so we can get that 82.
The competition went well for both JV and varsity. I think that we performed well for the very first competition, especially. We all have things to improve on, but we went in there knowing that, and we went in there knowing that there are things that we'll improve on over time, but overall, the scores and what we got were good for our first competition.
It can only get better, so.
Yeah, we already started changing around stuff on Monday, so ready for practice today. We definitely hope to get a higher score and build everyone's confidence and motivate everyone a lot.
Yeah, because confidence is like a huge part of the performance, and if you're not confident in what you're doing, then it won't look as good. So we want to go into the competition thinking that we're going to do the best that we absolutely can do, and it will really just show the audience that we want to win.
The Celtics played their season opener against the 76ers on Tuesday, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown look to continue their dominance tonight against the Miami Heat and throughout the rest of the season.
This year, all we have to do is try hard, put every single ounce, everything we have in this, and I think the Celtics can do pretty good this year. Definitely like second or first in the East for sure.
The Bruins are off to a hot start, and Jake DeBrusk is looking better than ever after his injury. The Bees look to keep up their dominating offense in the upcoming season and hope to make a run for the Stanley Cup. Competition is said to make people better, and there is plenty of it in the Patriots locker room these days. After 2 blowout wins, Bailey Zappi is the talk of the team following last week's statement game against the Cleveland Browns. Zappi was named player of the game after passing for 309 yards and 2 touchdowns. As a second-year quarterback, Mac Jones works on recovery. Questions are rising about the type of role he will fill when he comes back. If Zappi is named starter, the question remains, can he win against a good defense? Which he hasn't really had to face yet.
He's young, he's athletic, you know, I feel like he's a good part of the team. He's giving me Tom Brady vibes.
When will the Mac return, and are we ready to put Zappi back on the shelf? That's our broadcast for today. We'll see you back here next week. Best of luck to all of our Warrior athletes. Get out there and catch a game.